Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the E.H. Taylor brand bringing back a few blasts from the past. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Lenny Eckstein and Matt Modica.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey. Hello.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about new items from Colonel E.H. Taylor, but they're not new in that they've never done this before. But it has been years since they've come out with either 4-grain or cured oak, so we're going to be talking about that after the break. For right now, Justine says there's something she want to talk about. What is that?
Okay, this is very stupid.
Okay.
But it made me laugh, and it's still making me laugh like 4 days later.
All right.
There is, I saw this on on Instagram, and it's just like a meme, and it's like a conversation between two friends.
Okay.
And the one friend says, "What's on your mind?" And the other friend says, "I wonder when anteaters eat fire ants, is it like eating hot Cheetos to them?" What do you think? I told you it's stupid, but it's funny.
Probably.
Made me giggle.
Probably is. Anteaters are a funny animal, though, aren't they? They are. Mm-hmm. They are strange looking. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say they got a hold of some bad ants last night, and they're shitting like through the eye of a needle the next day. Stay away from your anteaters. Be like Lenny if you ate a steak. Yeah.
No, I'm sure they taste different, but I'm on the same page as you, Steve, with anteaters in general. I think I'm kind of, I won't necessarily laugh out loud about this, but the fact that an anteater had its own meme that lasted for so long that was just a picture of an anteater standing there. It's I'm an anteater. I might have said fucking anteater. Ever seen that one? I think it says, "Fuck you, I'm an anteater," as I'm thinking back. The anteater's just standing there like this with his big nose standing out. I don't know. They're pretty awesome animals.
Yeah.
Bite
kind of like, come
as
at
far
me,
as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they're funny. They walk funny. Everything about them's funny. The big nose.
Know if they can bite. They could like flick their tongue at you.
Oof. Yeah, probably.
Like a giraffe, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like a giraffe. But looking like kind of more like an elephant than a giraffe. But, yeah, with that nose. But, yeah. What do you think, Matt?
I don't know. All I could think of was a different weird animal with a platypus. And like trying to figure out, between the anteater and the platypus, what was God thinking between either of them? But
those are some weird ones. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm assuming fire ants are probably a little spicy, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to be. They're red, they're running around, they're doing
things. They have venom?
Do they have venom? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do have venom. So
sad story.
Oh God.
I used to work for a road construction company, and during the winter we would go work down south, and we were working a job in Georgia, and one of the Department of Transportation guys that was working out there with us, he was talking about how when he was in college, that one of his friends was drunk and passed out outside on the ground and was on top of one of like a fire ant hill, and he died.
Oh God!
Because he got bit so many times.
Oh geez.
Where was this?
It was in Georgia.
Oh,
Georgia.
God. That's awful.
So,
Interesting. So I just did a quick Google search and I said, what do fire ants taste like?
Okay.
It says fire ants taste intensely sour, tangy, and slightly spicy or bitter.
See?
They're distinct,
We're right.
yeah, their distinct citrusy zing comes from the
Okay.
formic acid, which they use as a defense mechanism. Many people compare the flavor to lemons, lemongrass, or sour candy like Skittles. I want to know who's eating fire ants.
yeah.
And then also eat Skittles for reference. They're like, hey, that kind of tastes a little like Skittles. I think they're messing with us.
never have guessed that a fire ant tastes like a Skittle.
No,
It doesn't actually
I wouldn't
sound
guess
bad.
that.
Yeah.
The source is Reddit, so you gotta.
Okay,
keep
well,
it-
there you go,
keep that in
yeah.
mind.
I mean,
Like folks are using crickets in cocktails. I'm
Yeah.
sure some annoying bartender is muddling fire ants.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, that's just, I don't know. But I mean, there are people out there in the world that do stupid shit, and that's why there are warning labels on things like caution, coffee is hot, or don't use your curling iron on your eyelashes.
The coffee is hot one though. I do struggle with, not from the perspective of that's dumb. Coffee is too hot oftentimes.
Yeah.
I don't. I got an Americano on my drive home from Denver today, and it was offensively hot. Like nobody could sip that. What? I don't know. I mean, totally different subject, but I've always wondered, and maybe these do exist, but why doesn't the coffee shop have a chiller? Maybe even ask you what temperature you would prefer your coffee at. Like I might say 115, 120.
Uh-huh.
Certainly not 160 to 180.
No. No, and that's the most famous thing. The lady that got the coffee at McDonald's, and but I don't. Did you guys watch a documentary about that?
Oh.
She put that cup in her lap. She handed the cup, put it in her lap, and then goes to take off the drive-thru, and the lid falls off, and burns her in her Netherlands, but it was like scalding, like it took off the skin, it was like a 3rd-degree burn or something like that. And then they made a big deal, because they downplayed. A lady sues McDonald's because coffee was too hot. Well, that just sounds ridiculous, right? It sounds like a frivolous lawsuit, but in reality, I think she might have had a point that it was it exceeded what should be hot. It was no longer consumable by a human. She couldn't have tried to drink that.
It was like a styrofoam cup of magma.
Yeah. So I don't know. They like to play up those. There's a whole thing in the documentary about how they like to play up what sounds like frivolous to kind of get legislators to curb what people can get from lawsuits. So that's they're like, oh, they got people suing McDonald's because their coffee's too hot, and then the lawmakers are like, we gotta stop this. We can't get people just suing and getting money. So there's all these lobbyists that play up these what sound like frivolous lawsuits. So it's a whole thing. You know what it is? Everything's designed to work against us. The people who work for a living and live their lives, everything just railroads us. That's what I found. Those lawmakers, they'll be fine. The big businesses that have to pay the lawsuits, they're fine. Lawyers who are all involved in it, no matter what, they're fine. Yeah.
Also, though, what is the melting point of styrofoam?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Fucking high.
Very high. Very high.
Got to be like
I think you can put boiling water in styrofoam.
250 plus.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure AI knows, but it's got to be high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt's on it.
It begins to soften around 212 Fahrenheit.
Okay, which is boiling.
464 degrees.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the most disturbing thing about that documentary is they then showed you the burns, like the woman naked and there, yeah, and it was fucking horrifying. It was terrible. So, and plus old people, their skin's thin anyway, so it's just, I'm sure it's even worse. It is.
I mean, and also it had to go through her clothing too. It's not like she was drinking it naked.
Right. Right, which makes it even worse because then you got the hot clothes, with the, scalding water sticking it, holding it against your skin versus, if she spilled it on her arm, you just wipe it off and, it still could burn you, but you can get it off quickly. Mm-hmm. Where it hit her, she's stuck. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'd be pissed if that happened to me.
I would be too. Yeah. I wouldn't want them taking photos of my nuts and stuff and putting it in a documentary, but I would be pissed.
It's been years, right? So. Amount of time, it's okay.
So yeah, interesting. All right. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Mr. Monica. What do you got there, buddy?
Let's see. I was at the shop today. We're talking about limousine rye so much that I had to get my bottle of limousine rye out.
Okay. That is very popular, that one. Very, very popular.
That was nothing.
It was nothing. So I had a lady call me and yell at me because I had promised we were going to go in the spring to go do a barrel pick there. And then we got all these picks and I was like, I'm going to let Darren do that one. That'll be like one of his first picks. So I didn't do that. But she had marked her calendar to call and see when it was coming in. And I'm like, we're going to be doing that. And she's like, that's exactly what you told me in the spring when I called. You're going to be doing the barrel pick there soon. And I'm like, I apologize. Things change, Well, and she wants the vanilla one specifically. I'm like, I don't even know if they'll have that. That was like a one-off. I could ask them if they've got it to put it in there, but Darren can't.
She could always drive up to Wisconsin.
Or she can go to Wisconsin. Well, it's doable. So, well. All right, Justine, you look ready. What do you got there?
I have the minor case rye pick from the shop.
Okay.
That's
well loved. Okay, Basie, that's going to be enough to take the lead. Lenny, you're next. What do you got?
I've got some of my own, but this one's a neat one. This is the ABV collaboration rum, collaboration of one.
Okay.
It's the Deerhammer Arkansas River rum, just about 5 years old.
No, nothing really going on there. I heard a slight pop, but it sounded like either it's an internet problem or a microphone problem. So you didn't.
It was legit so loud on my end.
Really.
Yeah.
I've got the festival pick here. So the festival pick, new crack. I'm hoping to take this thing. Let's see how we do here. Here we go. Swine on the set, as they say. There you go. That's a winner. Clean, no fouls. Just a thing of beauty. So there you go. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about E.H. Taylor bringing back 4-grain and cured oak. We'll do that. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Oh man, that was bad. Whiskey down the wrong pipe. Help me.
And you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we are talking about E.H. Taylor bringing back 4-grain and cured oak.
Yes, we are. So, and again, this is an offshoot of, they doubled their capacity and, things might have slowed down a little bit in the world of whiskey. So you combine two things, making more and as an industry selling less, though I think Buffalo Trace seems to be unaffected by it. They seem to sell a lot of stuff there. But I think it becomes an offshoot of the further production that we're going to see, new items or items being brought back like this. So 4-grain and cured oak. I've had both of these in the previous iterations that they've done. Haven't had the new stuff yet. But what do you guys think about this? Is this something that would excite you?
Yeah, I mean, I was always a fan of the 4-grain. I never had the cured oak, but I've always heard really good things about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always a fan. I always speak from my perspective on the smaller side of the industry, but I'm always a fan of big guys, whether they innovated something or are pushing it with more marketing. I like the idea of them pushing the cured oak concept because, I think by the vast majority of small distilleries are using, cured oak that's probably double the amount of time that they're advertising in this one. So it brings more attention to, those methods. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think, what do they say? 18-month or something like that? No, not even.
It was
13 months for the
air dried.
Yeah, I want to say like ISC Cooper Select barrels are at least 18-month seasoned. It's what most of us are using. But I think it's cool if they're using what they're using. Better than the standard barrels.
Yeah, which tends to be like 6 months these days. So definitely better for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Yeah. I'm excited about it. And when we can say, hey, we probably never see it. I don't know. We're starting to see E.H. Taylor. My understanding by the end of the year, E.H. Taylor will be everywhere in Missouri. It's not there yet, but it's kind of all over in Illinois right now. So they're kind of targeting different states and so our times of not being able to get this product, if you're really into it, sounds like they're going to be over. And hopefully some of the offerings like this will slip through as well. So it'll be good.
According to the article, it says the 4-grain is going to be available for purchase at Buffalo Trace and Sazerac gift shops, and then the cured oak is supposed to go U.S. wide.
Okay.
Retailers, bars, restaurants across the U.S.
All right.
And it's like $80 a bottle, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad. Worth getting if you see it, that's for sure. Yeah. That's for sure. So looking forward to it. And as always, like to see good things and exciting new things happening in the world of whiskey. And this is a positive one for sure. So there you go. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Matt Monica.
All right, Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the webs at deerhammer.com. And you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com, that's where we put our content. And then ABV Barrel Shop, that's where you're going to be able to find out what's going on at the Barrel Shop and what we have in inventory and events coming up. Lenny will be there soon. So, so check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. He looks like that was news to him. Anything else to say before we get out of here, Justine?
I would just like to remind the audience to please give us the 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.